Apparently, she said this.
Well, apparently, I heard this.
They're Polly. I've never been on live television before.
Where's my dad? I'm all alone. I'm too small to be here on my own. But I'm not here on my own, because this is the Apparently Pod with Gabby
and Robert. Oh my god.
So after technical difficulties from the last episode, if you were watching, if you were listening, you were hearing us struggle and complain about it. We upgraded our production budget, new camera, so we low-key are distracted. Specifically Gabby. Before this, Gabby's like, I can't stop looking at myself. Like, oh my god.
No, that's so crazy. Because you know what I've just been realizing?
What?
Are you serving right now as I'm talking?
Yeah.
No. Recently I've been discovering I have like a god complex, or like I have a little bit of an ego. So like
I think you're just confident. Sometimes it's like, I don't know. I would never say you have a god complex.
no, right now I'm like, oh my fucking god, like usually I'm not really like that, but like recently I
No,
have been like that.
because when it's you and Brendan, whenever I take photos of you guys, I'll just be taking photos, and then they'll be like, wait, let me see, and they'll like look at the photos I took, and they'll be like, I'm so gorgeous. I'm
No,
so beautiful.
that's not me. That's Brendan.
It's well,
I never really
he will
say
do that in the
that.
mirror. He'll stand in the mirror and like no one's talking, and he's like, wow, I look so hot, and he'll be wearing the most random, the ugliest outfit, the most he'll be wearing anything, and he'll be like, wow, which is like slay. Like, I'm always like,
I was just
go
like
off.
that.
No, yeah, I'm like, go off. If I was there, I'd be like nitpicking my body, but like, good for you. No, but there'll be times where I'm taking photos and you're like, I'm so pretty, and I'm like, I know. And the worst part is like, as I'm taking photos of them, I'll be like, oh, you guys look so good, like, yes, and then they look like, oh, I'm so pretty. I'm like, yeah.
No, but I
we
feel like
know.
that's times where I'm not feeling confident that day, and then I see him like, oh my god, wait.
Okay, I see. It's like a pick me up.
Yeah, no, but recently I've been like,
Well, I've been. We were actually just talking about it before, but like Gabby's skin has been slaying, guys, and I don't know how. Well, I mean, okay, with the green filter that was happening, you guys probably couldn't tell last episode, but like this past week specifically,
my skin's been like,
yeah, it's been slaying.
And or we could talk about that when we talk about our weeks.
We'll talk about our weeks. Let's just start off.
Okay,
Like,
because we had went to a party,
yes.
and guys, I was rizzing it up.
Yeah, Gabby was. No, because when Gabby says she has no riz, that's like not necessarily true. Gabby has a very distinctive voice you start talking in when you're flirting that like I know when it's happening. Like, I'm very well aware. Like, because Gabby's talking to this guy and they're like sitting across from me, and I just like I'm not talking to them. Obviously they're talking, and then I'm talking to someone else. But in the side of my ear, I'll listen to her Gabby going like, "What? You don't trust me?" And I'm like, I was like, she's flirting. I was like, it's going on.
No, but like ever since then, I've been like, okay, like I'm hot.
Okay, we love a good little confident boost. I mean, the rest of us been new.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure all the even the listeners probably think you're hot and they haven't seen you.
No, I remember one time you told me. You were like, no, you are hot, like, but cause you were like saying me and Brendan are a different type of hot.
Was it when we were talking about the trend that was like, one for the money, two for the show, and that's
I think so.
yeah, yes,
Because he was Lana Del Rey.
yeah, because I was like, I would make it you because you like I can see you doing it, but like you would also be like you couldn't seriously do it.
Yeah,
It'd
because
be
you're
joke.
like Brendan, like in the nicest way, is a messy hot. You're like a
Yeah.
different kind of hot. And then I was like,
It
okay. And I remember that guy telling me, he was like, you're like really hot. Like, I don't know the way you carry yourself. And it made me think back to when you said that. And I was
cute.
like, oh my God. Like,
Well, yeah, because it's kind of like also, you know how like even like with us and our friends, like all 5 of us or whatever, we all have different types. Where like one of us will see a guy in public, it'll be like, oh, he's so hot, and then everyone else is like, for you,
I'm like, okay.
like we good opinion. Like it's rare when all of us will agree that someone's hot,
Yeah.
unless it's like objectively true, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I feel like that's also the same with us. Like I feel like different people would think different ones of us are hot.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm not friends with ugly people, so sorry about it. That's why I'm friends with Gabby. Ugly people not allowed. Except yeah. Okay, but yeah. Wait, is there anything else?
I also went to a Dodgers game.
Oh yeah, how was
That's
it? Did we
It
win?
was good. Yeah, the Dodgers won.
Or was it we, like, I
I
care?
do not understand baseball, so I was just sitting there. I was like, oh my God.
You said yes,
No,
touchdown.
No, someone asked. There's this. I went with my coworkers, and one of my coworkers, she leaned over to ask like another person, cause the other like coworker has been to a Dodger game, and she was like, "Is there halftime in baseball?"
Okay,
And
but
there's not.
there is a seventh inning stretch.
Oh yeah, I
Which is-
saw
I think
that,
that's
and
not the
everyone
same.
stood up, and
And
I
they
was
start
like,
singing.
"No, they didn't start singing." I was like,
No, but don't they do that? Take me out to.
"Oh
isn't-
yeah."
Wait, we've been singing a lot. Do you think we'll get copyrighted? Because her vocals, like.
They're gonna think it's the real song.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
Yeah,
that was
it was
your first.
fun.
Wasn't that your first baseball game? You said?
Yeah. But honestly, I wasn't even watching the baseball game. I was like talking
Looking at
to
the
my
butts?
coworkers.
Oh.
The whole time.
No, but baseball butts. Were you looking at?
Yeah.
Yeah. Guys, yeah.
Yeah.
One of the girls at the party, the guy she was talking to, she showed us.
Yeah.
She was like, he has a baseball bat, and
The-
she was showing us the photos.
The biggest dump truck I ever seen.
I know. It's crazy when
Like-
straight guys get that. It's like kind of unfair.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, what are you
no,
gonna
but
do with
women like butts. Like guys having butts. Like I've seen people being like, women like butts, guys. Like
it? Yeah, but I'll be like so sad if it's bigger than mine.
no one's as bigger than yours.
It's big as
Yeah, no, I like. I like even. I didn't want to say it like when I was thinking that, but. But what else did you do this week?
That is a really good question. What else did I do? What did we do? Okay, Saturday the party happened. Sunday,
I went to my professor's barbecue / boss, I guess.
what did I do?
You helped Tristan with an audition, I know, because
yeah.
we didn't record on Sunday.
I helped my friend with an audition. I also worked on a little bit of homework.
That's almost you every day though, is doing a little bit.
Oh.
You're painting.
Yeah. I finally saw American Psycho.
Okay. Oh wait, you hadn't seen it?
I'd never seen it.
Did Tristan show you?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I feel that's like quintessential Tristan.
Yeah, me, Amani. Oh my god, I paint on me from class.
An artiste.
Yeah.
She's
Uh,
painting.
Yeah, I watched that movie. It was me, Tristan, and Amani, and
Oh, Amani, you're probably not listening or watching, but shout out Amani at the party. Looked so cute. It was like kind of basic clothes, but she's like always slaying on her work outfits. But like this is a
Yeah.
little shout out for Amani just for
she was soft serving.
yeah, just so like for public recognition of Amani's outfits. Even though no one here watching or listening has seen it, just know that.
She was soft
She-
serving.
Fun. Okay.
But, yeah, the movie was good. I liked it. Tristan was like, "You're not gonna like it," and I was like, "We'll see." And I did like it. Like,
That's good.
I thought it was so funny.
I liked it. Yeah. Okay.
It was a comedy.
Weird takeaway.
No, like I just thought it was so like he was so random.
Yeah, no,
Patrick
it's
Bateman.
it's so interesting. Like
And then my TikTok brain, it was like catching up all the TikTok sounds. It was like,
okay.
don't wear that outfit again.
Yeah. Yeah, he's crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
he's psycho, you know.
No, I was like Nate Jacobs, like that was his idol.
True. Yeah. I see that.
Yeah. I thought it was crazy. But what else? Oh, what did you do?
I mean, I had the picnic. I was like the only person who bought something, which
Talk about
It
your
wasn't a
treats.
picnic.
What were your treats that you
It was-
took?
it was simple because okay, since it was like my professor's boss's barbecue, I wanted to bring something, but I felt uncomfortable bringing like alcohol or something because it's like I'm still like it's current like this upcoming years when I'm working for him, and so I didn't, you know, if I had graduated a few years ago and like was bringing my
Maybe.
significant other, like that would be a different situation. Like I can bring like a bottle of whiskey or something, but this was different. Like I was like, oh no, I don't know what to do. So I made like it's not hard at all. I just like had marshmallows, dipped them in chocolate, and then dip in like crushed graham crackers, because it was also a barbecue, so it was like summer vibes, you know. But I was like the only one who bought something. Also, I brought way too many. Like
I was gonna ask because when you showed me on FaceTime, it
Yeah.
was so many.
everyone I've showed said it was so many. I thought I carpooled to my friends there, and I had the tray, and they're like, gave one. What?
How'd you even carry it?
What
'Cause
do you
it-
mean?
I remember.
Oh, I just put it in a little tin. I had.
Oh, okay. Because
Yeah.
from what you showed me, it was like a lot.
Yeah. I know. I was like, oh, I feel like it's too many. And they're like, but no, this is fine. And I was like, everyone I showed was saying it was too many. Like, everyone was like, are you feeding an army? Like, what is the...
You're a soccer mom.
I know. No, literally. That's why I feel like...
You
such
and
a-
your little cardigan right now. You're a soccer mom.
No, I felt like I felt like my grandparents, like my grandmas, because like, I was like, this is so... Like, they make too much food. And I was like, I feel like that, where it's like, I'm so bad at portioning. I always, like, make way too much because I'm afraid of not having enough. And so, like, I feel like whenever I bring stuff or make stuff, that happens. But... regardless,
Did you save any? Or do you have any left?
No, okay. You know what's embarrassing is I did save some because I wanted you to like to have one. And I had a bunch saved over on Sunday, but like now that it's Tuesday, I ate them. So.
No, because I was like, oh, I feel like Robert saved his
No, and I did, and I saved them purposely, and then when like they were there, and like I was saving them just for you. Like I was like, oh, I want Gabby to have them, and then I just like over the course of the days, I was like, oh, it's like sitting
midnight
here, like,
snacks.
yeah, no, literally, no, it was because I stayed up so late that I got started getting a little hungry again, but I didn't want to eat actually anything.
Yeah.
So I just had like one of those. Also, 'cause,
Roblox
you know, like,
fuel.
no, literally, and you know my sugar gets low, so like that's what I was like. Let me just have one. And so then
One Lisa 10.
I only kept like 6. Like I didn't have that many left over. Low key, I could have saved more. Like, cause people did enjoy them and eat them at the barbecue, but it's also like there was so many. There was plenty. Like if each person had one, that was not even half of them. So they were gonna be there. So I did not have to bring that many, but I did. So oh well. But yeah, there was that was kind of I don't know. I've done like other things, but like nothing worth noting. I've shared. We know actually this past week, my apartment building has been they send out when there's like security things in the area. Like earlier this year, there was like a shooting down the road, and there was like they sent us all these details, and me and my friend were talking about it. Like, oh crazy how they like give us all the drama and stuff, but people have been trespassing. Like they jump the fence in the front and they jump in the fence in the back. Like 2 different days this week, and they sent us emails, and we had never received emails about it before. And tell me why the first day I'm like making my sandwich. It's like noonish, like I'm having lunch, and I was like, let me like make my little sandwich, and I hear like running in the hallway and like noise and ruckus. I'm like, people are so loud, and I put like my cheese on my bread. Turns out it was like the people, like the security trying to find the trespasser, because the one who got in.
Oh, bless you.
Thank you. I'm blessed. The guy who got in originally, they couldn't find him for like 45 minutes. And because apparently he went into one of the like apartments they were painting or something, so the doors popped open, like they didn't close it properly, and he got in there, and so they couldn't find him for a while, and so that's what they were doing, was looking for him. And I was like, that was that, because at the time it was literally matching. Also weird because his description was like almost exactly like me, except he had long curly black hair. Like that was the only difference. No, literally. I was like, that is so creepy how like I was like, that's literally me. Like I was reading the description, I was like, that's me. What? And then the other one, the guy just jumped in. He was like playing basketball, but both of them apparently were like experiencing homelessness, and that's why they were here. I don't know, but we just thought it was weird because we hadn't received emails before doing it, and I was like, we got 2 in like a week. Like that's so weird.
Yeah.
But
today, me and my classmates, we went to Starbucks to go get a little bit of grub, because we have like the same classes. So went to Starbucks to go get a little grub.
Wait, have you had the frozen refreshers yet?
No.
Okay, so I was just wondering.
I haven't. And this homeless guy was about to attack us. Like he was like following us for like a
No,
good
because
minute.
if I was in prison with you, I would shank you.
Why?
No, just because like I need to like make it so that no one would mess with me, and you're like short and easy target. Like I don't know.
No, someone bigger will mess with you.
Not if I show them that like I'll shank them if they do.
Yeah, is shanking a tiny person? They'll be like, God.
No, okay. Also, if I'm being real, if I was in prison, I would be someone's
crying in the
bitch.
corner.
Like, let's be so serious. You think I would survive prison?
I think, well, basing it off of Orange is the New Black, I think I'll be fine.
No, I think we would come out with like boyfriends, and girlfriends. Like no, literally, like we would come out. We would like enter prison single, leave taken. Like
I'm like, guys, I don't know about y'all, but that experience was awesome.
we would walk around with a hand in our back pockets at all times. Like give us.
I'll be working in the cafeteria.
But you were why did someone attack you?
So we were at Starbucks. We were in, and there was this like homeless guy who like got a water, and he was like, I don't know, leaning on the counter, and the Starbucks employees were like, oh sir, like you can't lean on the counter, and he was like making a big deal. Then he went outside and he sat down like right in front of it, and the Starbucks is like not too like down the street from our school, like our campus. So we were walking out, and he was like, oh ladies, excuse me, I'm trying to get money for an Xbox. And I was like, what the fuck? And
Xbox.
Yeah, and one of my friends, she was like I don't want to say bigger because she's not big, but like she's taller than all of us. She's like, oh no, we're good. Then he kept following us like down the street. And then he was like,
That's
oh,
crazy.
like saying like all this stuff. And she's like, no, thank you. No, thank you. Stop following us. And
Good for
then,
her.
yeah. And we just kept walking. He kept like mumbling under his breath. And like once we were like halfway down the street, he stopped following us.
Well, that's good. At least he like nothing happened.
Yeah. I was like,
That's crazy.
That's like the downside of like going to school in downtown.
Well, just like in cities, that when
Yeah.
like it's just like, yeah, cities are like scarier.
Yeah.
There's like higher crime rates in cities just because there's more people and stuff too.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when I was, I think I don't know if I actually told you, but like when I went for the party on Saturday, I went and I picked up the pizza. I picked up all the things, and like, it was, oh no, the whole experience, it was so, like, everything that could go wrong was going wrong. Like, I was at Food and Save trying to check out $30 worth of like snacks and cups and stuff, and Brennan had given me his card and his pen wasn't working, and I called him and like he was telling me all these pens and none of them were working. So I was in the self checkout, like it's like making loud beeps of like wrong, like beeping, and I'm like, this is so embarrassing. This is $30, so I just used my own or whatever. But then when I picked up the pizza, which was also a whole struggle for some reason, this guy on like a little like scooter, you know, old people on scooters when they can't like walk or whatever, he's like on the scooter and he like comes behind my car, and so then I can't pull out, and I'm like, oh my god, literally let me leave. And he's like trying to talk, he's like, hi, hey, and I'm like, sir, I need to go. I was already late, and so I was like trying to bring the pizza, and I was like, I just want to leave, like,
yeah.
I'm having a hard day. Actually, it wasn't that hard, but I was like, I'm having a stressful hour, like
Yeah.
let me go, like stop trying to hold me hostage in my car. That's so dramatic, but like I was just like, it was not the day, like it was not the time. But eventually he moved because he like was trying to come up to the passenger window to like talk to me. And so once he did, I was like, oh, bye.
Okay, see you later.
No, I said speed drive. Like, I pulled the
Oh
Troye
my
Sivan.
god, I didn't tell you. I almost got in an accident
When?
Car
Why?
accident.
Where?
on Saturday when I was going to the mall.
Well, I went to Cane's.
And okay, so like I don't know what was going on. I was like going like pretty fast on the highway. Like there was not really
Wait.
that many cars.
That was Saturday?
Yeah.
It was Friday.
Friday, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was going like pretty fast on the highway, and
Were you listening to speed drive?
I'm telling my story.
Okay. You are becoming a gay man.
I was going pretty fast on the highway, and then cars were like stopping. Like I saw all the red lights, and I was pressing my brake, but like it wasn't like slowing down as fast as it normally would. So I was still going like kind of fast. Like I was approaching that car, and I was like,
Okay.
oh my god, and like I like swerved to like stop from hitting it, and I like hit the brakes, and like well I didn't get in a car accident because like I swerved off.
That's good.
Yeah, and I was playing speed drive.
That's so dumb.
And literally after that, I was like thinking to myself, I was like, this would be so embarrassing getting in a car crash, and then the paramedics coming into my car and listening, oh, Bobby, it's a bye, it's a bye.
That is, as they should. Like, that is what should be playing. If you're gonna get in a car accident, like.
Yeah, and I was telling that story to Tristan before I even said what song was on. He was like, was it Vroom Vroom?
Close enough.
I was like,
Close
oh my
enough.
god.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, well, now that we're here, you guys should like.
Oh my god, we
comment.
went rambling on for 20 minutes and didn't even say.
I know, and the way we actually have like, there's so many things in pop culture we need to talk about.
Yeah.
But subscribe, rate 5 stars, tell a friend, share, like, comment your weekly obsessions. Like if you're like, oh, I want to comment, but like I don't know what to say. Tell us your weekly obsessions because we always tell you ours. So.
Yeah.
Or like if you agree with ours, and you're like, oh, me too. You know. Yeah. That actually reminds me, a famous pop girly is in hot water.
Yeah.
So for context, we'll just give a little bit of background. We'll tell you the order of events. Gabby
Keep
pop
it-
in with thoughts as it like I'm telling the
Yeah, because
story.
Robert knows all the drama, and I'm just like, I feel like
Well,
this.
you know it after it's all. Never mind. It does. Okay. Anyone that doesn't know, Ariana Grande is married to Dalton. I don't remember his last name. Also irrelevant, so it doesn't matter. He was a real estate agent. That's how they met. And they've been married. Oh my god. 2 years.
It was 2 years.
I think so.
Celebrities age different. I don't know.
Ish.
You
Don't
know?
quote me. I didn't I normally do my research. I didn't do research for this one, so I'm sorry. Okay. So this how all this is going down. Ariana Grande goes to this tennis event with some of her co-stars from Wicked. Fans notice she's not wearing a wedding ring. So people are like, interesting, like what's going on? Most of this is from TMZ, which is like the most reliable, unreliable source. And then as we go on, People Magazine and other more reputable things who have like actual sources start saying stuff. And we basically know that it's almost all true because nothing has been denied. And also, as we go on, other people start talking who actually are involved. So apparently this is what happened. Apparently. Okay. She's at the thing. Fans know she's not wearing a wedding ring. TMZ then reports that her and Dalton have split since January and are now getting a divorce. And that they're actually, it later comes out that they're surprised that fans didn't notice until now. Some of the fans are still like, this doesn't make sense because like one of them posted for the other's birthday or something. They're like, what if they're not together? Like, whatever. As it comes on, it's now reported that she's dating her Wicked co-star, Ethan Slater, which is...
SpongeBob.
Yes, but also a crazy name. Like, that name, it's like, are you in Heathers? Like, Ethan
Saved
Slater...
by the Bell?
Yeah, no, it's giving such, like, a bad boy high school name. It's so funny. But yes, he's not only in Wicked, he's a big Broadway person. So, like, most people don't know him. But, like, if you know Broadway, you probably do know him. Because he was SpongeBob in SpongeBob the Musical. And also, she loves Broadway, so she probably didn't know who he was. I mean, I knew who he was because when I was in my Broadway phase, like, towards the end of it, the SpongeBob the Musical was coming out. And so, like, I knew that. But, yeah. She's reported that she's dating with him. Everyone's like, okay, he's married and has a kid. What's happening? Then it comes out that him and his wife are getting a divorce. And then things start getting messier, where a lot of it is like, apparently this is what happened. Apparently so-and-so thinks this. The thing that gets crazier is like the timelines are very overlapping because then it's like earlier this year, there's like, they're like, oh, so when they were hanging out at this dinner, were they flirting? Like, when is this happening? The wife of Ethan Slater, she did not know, like, she was finding out that they're dating, like, at the same time, I guess, as everyone else. She felt very betrayed. She feels devastated. She's not taking it well.
Oh my God.
It's also crazy. Ariana Grande, like, for Mother's Day and, like, either the wife's birthday or, like, the baby's birthday, because the baby's 1 year old, she liked both of those photos on his Instagram. He has now privated his Instagram, which further confirms that it's all true. Also, guys, by now, if it wasn't true, they would have denied it. Yeah, like it's like, as when it comes to rumors, this is basically confirmed.
Yeah.
Also, it's reported that this is the part that like leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Ariana Grande met Ethan Slater and his wife and the baby, like, because like they're filming Wicked, all friends, so whatever. She's like meeting his family. She's holding his baby, and it's like talks about how badly she wants a baby and like wants to be a mom, and it's like, that's crazy to say that, and then like you end up like dating this guy and like he leaves his family for you.
Yeah.
Like, crazy. Also, like, apparently Ethan Slater and Ariana Grande, they say there's no overlap. Their representatives, their team say there's no overlap in anything. But they've been filming Wicked for a while now. It's still not done. I think Ariana Grande wrapped filming, but like because of the strikes, like pushing back the rest of production, they only have like 10 or 17 days left, something like that. They don't have that much longer left to film, but the whole time she's been in the UK, like, it's very much like when you're in high school. I say high school specifically because I feel like that's when it's more common. But like you're dating someone, and then they're like friends with this other person who like they seem kind of flirty, and you're like, oh, is there something? And they're like, no, don't. Like, you have nothing to worry about them. You guys break up, and then like the next week they start dating them.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's very Trader vibes by Olivia Rodrigo. It's like, you didn't actually cheat. Yeah, it's like there may have not been direct overlap of you guys making out while we were together, but like you clearly were flirting and developing some kind of relationship. Also, I mean, we don't know the extent of how like good they are, but if he's willing to leave his wife,
if it's
and
emotionally,
kids,
I feel like that's still cheating.
Yeah, well, yeah, like if it's flirting and you're getting, yeah, like that is like you should not be doing that. Like if it like, I don't know, obviously the line is different for different people, but like if it's like you're in the grocery store and it's like some cute little playful flirting in the checkout line for like a second. I'm like, if you've been married for 5 years, I don't think anyone's gonna like divorce you over that. But like Ethan Slater left his wife they've been married for like, they were like high school sweethearts or something, and they've been married for like 7 years or some ridiculous thing, and they have a 1-year-old. If he's leaving his family to date her,
something happened.
Yeah,
like
you don't do that. That's not something you like do on a whim decision for like a month-long relationship. And that's also something I see a lot of people saying that like if they're actually gonna be doing this, they better date for a while. Like he better be sure that this is gonna be something that has substance because you left your family.
Yeah.
And based on what the ex-wife was saying, she didn't see it coming. So like it doesn't seem like there was, like it's not like their marriage was like falling apart already. You know, I mean obviously we don't know. It's all we don't know any of these people.
Yeah.
But what I know you've been saying you've had thoughts on it.
Yeah. Like after
So-
hearing that, like Ariana Grande, like I can't respect her as a person.
It leaves a bad taste. This is what's the gag
I'm
is.
sorry. Everyone's like, oh, like as you should, Ethan. What?
Well, the Arianators are fighting for their lives on Twitter
Like-
because Ariana Grande has not had like this bad press since like the licking the donut. Like normally, like bad things have been happening to her, like the Manchester bombing, then Mac Miller dying and stuff, and even like the Pete Davidson divorce didn't really, or like not divorce, but how they were engaged and broke up. Like that, none of that really was bad for her. But this is like the ex-wife said they said Ariana Grande is not a girl's girl,
She's not.
and no, but like everyone on Twitter was like, if someone called me not a girl's girl, and like today, that is like the most devastating insults. It's like Barbie's out, and you have someone saying you're not a girl's girl.
I know.
That is crazy. But also, Ariana Grande has had now because of this. I've noticed she has a pattern,
That track record.
in which kind of what makes it worse. I knew the one about Naira Vera when she was with Big Sean. Naira Vera and Big Sean were together, and then Ariana Grande started becoming friends with him. And like Naira Vera even says in an interview one time she came home and Ariana Grande was in Big Sean's house, like there. And then like right after they broke up, he got with her. And so like it's another like there's no overlap, but then it's like
Girl,
what
was that?
how like it's weird how this keeps happening. There's like all these TikToks of like every single relationship she's
It
had.
was a lot.
It's like almost too many to like fully
Yeah.
deny. But I mean the song that goes like I don't F with you. That's like about Naira Vera because then she wrote a song about like him leaving her for Ariana Grande, which is also crazy because it's like I don't know. Rip
Yeah.
Naira Vera, she's a queen. I like that's so sad how she passed away and stuff.
Very
But
big.
like, yeah, no,
She took break up with your girlfriend because I'm bored. Everyone was like, no, she's talking about herself. No.
no,
Like,
yeah,
She.
it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, yeah,
I'm sorry. Like
I at first,
I,
it's like rough. It's like hard.
I mean, I wasn't that big of a Ariana Grande fan, so I'm like, I don't respect her as a person.
Yeah.
now.
I know
Like-
it's sad. No, I mean like I was a fan of her. I wasn't like a stan, but like I did like her like a lot, and obviously I still like her music because it's like where my separating art from artist line is not like she didn't cross it yet, so it's like I still listen to her music and stuff.
Yeah.
But like it kind of sucked. I mean, it's never like I was that big a fan of her as a person. Anyways, not that she's bad. I just never felt like drawn to her. Like in interviews and stuff, she was never like saying stuff that was like, "Wow, like you inspire me so much." Like, not that's bad. It was just I felt neutral. Like I didn't really care. But then hearing this stuff, it just kind of leaves a
bad taste.
bad. Especially like, she has a lot of stuff already going against her with like the race stuff, and so it's like it's not like she had like a big safety net to be like, well, you know, she
Yeah.
does all this, so, you know.
And then she drops a new perfume
I know, no.
right after.
And no, you know what? Because now that the Wicked movie, this whole thing is going to be tainted on it, and it kind of gives me very "Don't Worry, Darling" when all that drama was happening. That's what it gives me. It's like, hey, I mean, the Wicked production people are probably like, people gonna see this, so they're like, just wait till the press tour.
Oh my god.
So we'll see how it goes. Will I probably see Wicked? Yeah, I was gonna see it before
Wait,
all
is it
this.
it's gonna be a movie, right?
Yeah, and there's gonna be part 1 and part 2.
Oh.
Because of how like it's gonna be a whole thing. Yeah. So yeah. There was also like the ex-wife was saying how she tried to reach out to like every publication she could once like all this stuff was happening, and some Ariana Grande fans were like making fun of her for that, like she's an attention seeker, blah blah blah, and other people were like, if my husband left me, my 7-year marriage, and my 1-year-old for a pop star, I would be calling the people too. Like I don't know about you, because sometimes it's easy to see from like a PR perspective how like if they're not real people, they're just celebrities and names you read, they're like, oh, why would you do that? But like when you think about you, it's like when someone does that to you, you're calling all your friends. You know, you're like, can you believe this fucking bitch? Like this is like this guy thinks he could do this to me. Like he's leaving me like for this girl. That's so crazy. Like I'd be making sure I'll make all my friends not like them.
Yeah.
I'd be like, don't talk to her, don't talk to him. blah blah blah. Yeah, it's
And we'll leave it at that.
crazy.
Like,
No. But speaking of celebrities in hot water and people like losing respect for celebrities,
Doja Cat?
no, we talked about last week. This is Lizzo. When I like, yeah, it was shocking to hear the stuff that's happening, but I mostly feel disappointed. I'm gonna tell you, like, this is why I was like,
what could...
I know it's so sad because everyone talks about how Lizzo's like so inclusive, body positivity, like such a positive person. This is come out. This was today, so this is why I was hoping you hadn't seen it yet.
Oh, yeah, I'm not on Twitter like that.
I know also because I know you had classes. So, let me
Oh,
try
my
to.
God.
I should have bookmarked it exactly.
Pop bass.
I know.
Ooh, I also heard something about a certain other celebrity.
How long is it? Do you want to go that one first?
No, you
Okay,
find
okay.
yours.
Lizzo's being sued by 3 of her former dancers for alleged sexual harassment and creating a hostile work environment, including instances where they were weight shamed and pressured while at a strip club. And I was like, weight shamed? I was like,
Yeah.
what? So I was like, when you read the article, it's like crazy. Like the things are, I'll go into what it says. But I was like, this is wild. And at first, people will already like trying to, it's crazy because Twitter loves Lizzo. And so when someone tries to attack someone the internet loves, all of a sudden they're skeptical. If it was something the internet doesn't really like, someone the internet doesn't like, they'll immediately jump on it and be like, screw Lizzo. But because they like Lizzo, no one's really believing it that much. Then Lizzo's former creative director and one of her former dancers shared their support of the lawsuit. And on their Instagram stories, they said, for clarification, I'm not a part of the lawsuit, but this was very much my experience and my time there. Big shout out to the dancers who had the courage to bring this to light. And then one of the former dancers reposted that story. Oh, wait, maybe this was the creative director. I don't know which is which. They reposted that story and said, echoing what they said, I have been a part of that world for around 3 years. Oh, I haven't been part of sorry. Echoing what they said, I haven't been a part of that world for around 3 years for a reason. I very much applaud the dancers' courage to bring this to light, and I grieve parts of my own experience. I'd appreciate space to understand my feelings. Which now I'm like, I think it's real. Well,
yeah,
also
at
because
that point.
some people are like, you can sue someone for anything. You don't, like, you can, but you wouldn't sue Lizzo. If you were 3 former dancers, you're ruining your career if you're suing Lizzo for no reason.
Yeah.
So I think it's real.
Yeah.
Especially because it's like, you normally believe the victim unless it's like there's like really like they're lacking complete no evidence. There's 3 of them. Some of the claims in the lawsuit, I think I bookmarked this tweet so I can find it faster. That she overworked the dancers in making the group re-audition in a 12-hour rehearsal. And then she sent home and fired the ones she was dissatisfied with. She fired a dancer for challenging her claim that the group was drinking before performances. She's accused of making a thinly veiled comment relating to a dancer's weight gain and later firing her for recording a meeting while suffering an eye condition. Don't fully know what the second half of that means. Maybe if I don't know. Maybe like it makes more sense than like the actual lawsuit. But she's accused of coercing a dancer into touching a woman's breast at a strip club, despite the dancer saying no. She's accused of inviting her dancers to a nude cabaret bar without disclosing the specifics of the performance. Her dance captain is accused of trying to convert the dancers to her religion and accused of scolding the dancers for having premarital sex, and is accused of unwarrantedly discussing masturbation and sexual fantasies with the group. Like that's those last ones with the dance captain.
What the heck?
So that was very sad to hear. Like, just because it's like, it's Lizzo. That kind of goes, it just, that's like Lizzo's whole thing. Which I guess if you make your whole brand like body positivity and inclusivity and like being a good person, it's almost inevitable that's going to fail.
It's going to crumble, yeah.
Just because no one's perfect. And so like it's just sad. I don't know. It just seems so. People are saying it seems two-faced, and it's like it was all like a front, and like people compare it to like marketing off of a movement, you know?
Yeah.
And like not. I don't know. Like the weight part specifically is like that's like Liz is such a big part of her, and like to like know that might like behind the scenes that like it's not as inclusive as it seems just like sucks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm hoping it's not. I don't know. Like part of me, it's just like I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
Like it feels so icky and like sad. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
It just kind of sucks. I like don't want it to be true, you know?
Mm.
Like I like Lizzo, and
That's so weird.
I mean like I'm still gonna listen to her music. Like I said with Ariana Grande, it's like not my like it's not like she crossed the line. At least unless later things come out like it was worse.
Yeah,
But like I
good.
don't see that happening. Hopefully it doesn't happen. Like no, nothing's bad. It just kind of sucks. Like just kind of, especially because after, why is everyone doing stuff like with Doja Cat and Ariana Grande now Lizzo? It's like, can these people like just be good people?
The entertainment industry is falling apart.
I know. Like, why is everyone like
Being bad people.
no? Yeah, it's like not that you have to be perfect, but like, it doesn't. What they're doing is like, not like it's like.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like you could be like not wonderful, but like this seems a little like you're dropping a little lower than
Yeah.
like I don't know. Maybe we hold.
When we
celebrities
go
to-
low, we go lower.
I don't know. I don't get it. Maybe we're holding them to.
That's what they said.
Are we holding them to like too high of a standard?
No, like,
Like,
no,
I
one,
don't-
no one's ashamed. Especially if you're like talking about body positivity. Why are you gonna body shame?
Well, you
your
think that like
dancers?
you think her working for her as a like more heavier dancer would be more inclusive than like working for like Taylor or Beyonce on their tours. You know,
Yeah.
you'd be like, oh, this specifically would be more respectful and aware of what like how it should be. You know, like I don't like personally, if I like worked for someone who was gay, like if my boss was gay, I would feel more welcome than like working for who was straight. Because it's like if someone goes through the same thing as you, you would assume that they would be more aware of it and respectful.
Mhm.
And so to know that it's like worse is like that sucks, especially when that's your whole thing.
Yeah.
Not like the whole thing, but like that's like she made that part of her brand. So it just like
Ew.
yeah, just not the greatest. Like I just felt sad.
Hmm.
What celebrity thing is yours bad too?
Oh, it was about Simo Leo.
What did he do now?
Leo.
The guy from Ken, one
yeah.
of the Kens.
Well, like I barely found out about this. I don't know if like you already knew all this. Maybe, cause you're like
Was
on
in the
Twitter.
past?
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like I know, but like go.
One of my clients was telling me that like he was part of this like misogynistic
Yeah.
thing, like forums, and
Yeah, because Twitter doesn't like him.
yeah, and I barely found out about that. I was like, what? Because one, Amani, she loves Simu Leo.
Yeah. Oh, really?
She,
I thought isn't she on? Is she not on Twitter?
no,
Oh.
she loves him, and I was like, oh my gosh, like he seems like a cute guy. And then
Yeah.
on red carpet or the pink carpet, like it's so obvious Ryan Gosling hates him.
When he moved the thing, I know.
I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh, for context, there's a video Ryan Gosling and him on the red carpet together, and he puts like his arm around Ryan, and then Ryan like moves
He's
it
like,
away.
"No,
He's like,
we're not
oh,
gonna
he's
do
like,
that."
we're not doing that. And they joked. Then it was crazy because then Simu like posts on his Instagram story like this thing about like how he's like, oh, like me and Ryan are friends, whatever, because like he saw he was like trending and people
Yeah.
were saying stuff, but
No, and then like on his TikTok, he responds to people who like criticize him.
oh, that's always a mistake.
He's just like
If
I
you're
don't
a
know,
big
very
celebrity.
defensive. And then he was like, everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, Simu's like not part of the group chat of Barbie because like
He
they
had
were
a
all
different
wearing
color.
pink and blue, and he was showed
Yeah.
up in black."
Yeah.
What?
No, I think they're all pink and black, and he was in blue.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what it was.
I was like, "What the heck?" I don't know
But Issa Rae
exactly
looked-
what happened.
She looks so good on that red
Yeah.
carpet. Just noting. Just like
I loved
random
Barbie. I'll keep talking about Barbie.
yeah, no, it's sad. Well, there's a lot of people who said like different actors who should have been Ken, like the other Ken besides him.
Yeah,
But
my-
that's also one of those things that like you wouldn't know, because that drama with him isn't big enough that like if you're not on Twitter or like heard about it, you wouldn't know.
Mm-hmm. Just,
So
like,
like
pass.
he's one of the people who like most people are like, oh, I love him, and it's like, oh, so you don't know.
I know, because I feel like Disney is kind of on top of it, but then like on top of like all the scandals that happens.
Yeah.
But having Simu and Aquafina in a movie when like both of them are problematic is just like
Yeah.
crazy to me.
Yeah.
Oh, and my client was like, they should have Steven Yeun like as Ken, and then I was like, did you hear about this?
Well, I saw people
With the
say
Bobby Lee thing.
they should get Harry Shum Jr. to do it. He was in Everything Everywhere All at Once. He was the one who had the raccoon on his head.
Oh my god. Oh.
They should get him because he's also on Glee and like some vampire show.
Yeah.
But they're like, oh, he should have been, because also I don't think he's done anything bad. So
Yeah. Hopefully not.
yeah. Well, we love people disappointing us.
People in scandals.
For real. That's so sad. Oh, another celebrity news. This isn't really like good or bad, I guess, depending. But Troye Sivan came out as not a bottom. So, yeah.
Are you gonna let him top you?
I would, but I would top him. So when he said, I was like, okay, you can top me. Like, I don't care. Are you kidding?
Switching up positions for you.
Bring it back to Ariana. No, but like
Yeah.
for real, like. I mean, okay, also, let's be so for a celebrity, so he does have the power in
Yeah.
his hands, so it's like, I'm not gonna...
I'm not gonna refuse.
No, yeah, it's like, are you crazy? I'll sign an NDA and then just, like, still tell you. Like, legally, that's a joke.
We tell the pod guys, there was this one celebrity.
We do,
like,
what's it? I always forget they're called when they don't say the name.
blind items.
Yes, we do blind item about who I had sex with. No,
Me
but
with all my celebrity
I
clients.
don't know if he's a top or he could just be a verse.
Yeah.
I don't think I listened to
He's like, I'm not just a bottom.
it's been like a week since I heard the clip from the interview, but it was something like, because he made the song Bloom. Do you know that song?
No.
Okay. Well, and it goes like, I bloom just for you. That's like,
Oh, is that like?
and it's about bottoming. And he says in the interview, he's like, I made one song about bottoming. And he's like, everyone thinks I'm a bottom. Like, I don't know why. Like, it's like, it was just one thing.
was he
And then he was like, it's like no one's hearing the song, because then people were like, guys, he says, I bloom just for you. It was just for him. He's normal. Like, I guess that means he is like a verse top, because it's like he mostly tops, and then the one time he would bottom for just that guy.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, which I was like, okay, I guess that's true. I think it's funny.
Yeah.
I like the idea of him going on an podcast. Troye, come on this podcast. Talk about being
Bottoming.
talk about topping. Like, that's so fun.
Can you show us, please?
Yeah, we'll do a demonstration and it won't get blocked on YouTube because we'll classify.
It's educational.
Yeah, we'll
purposes.
classify it as educational. So like, tell us.
That's crazy.
Yeah, wait, let me think. That was funny. When I saw that, I was like, I chuckled. I had a little giggle. I had an amusement. Oh yeah, I actually don't have anything else. Wait, do I? What do you have?
That is a great question. What do I have?
Okay, you're giving nothing. You're just making noises.
I like don't have anything on my mind. Cause I'm just
No,
so
I do have in
pretty.
my notes that I was so sad about Princess Diana dying in 1997 that I was still crying while I was born in 1999.
You're stupid.
No, because the way some of these notes, I'm like, what am I supposed to say? Like, I have a note that just says water talk. Oh
my gosh.
Like, what am I supposed to say? I can say jewelry.
I was just about to bring that up. Guys, we have the stupidest jokes. It
was last week when we were recording, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So last week after we recorded, I was like working on homework, and one of my projects was like I have to like find products or something.
Yeah, you had to make a product for a specific demographic, and you had like an older woman was your.
Yeah, an older woman. And I was like, I don't know what older women like. And then Robert was like, maybe she likes jewelry. And like it started there, like, and I was like, no, like it can't be jewelry. And then he was like, oh, what about gardening? And then like when she gardens, it has jewelry.
Julie was in everyone. It was yeah.
Like it was so funny.
It was so stupid. We literally started like crying and laughing. And then like the next time I see Gabby, you sit down next to me and you're like, oh, like I just got some new jewelry.
And then you started crying on the floor.
No, because it got me like. I got
surprised.
Yeah, I was like, like it surprised me.
Yeah.
So like after I said water talk, I knew you were gonna say jewelry. I love us telling our inside jokes to like everyone, so it's like not even.
They don't get them.
No, it's not like. Well, no, because now we know like we've told a story about it's big, isn't it? You know, and it's like we've told a story
Yeah.
about.
It's deeper than
It's
platonic.
deeper than those two. That made Pride so iconic to me.
Yeah.
Like this year, we may not have had Cardi B cream in our mouths, but like we did have.
the
It's
people we
deeper than platonic,
experienced.
and it's big, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
thank you to those two people for, leaving us with something.
with laughs.
Yeah, leaving us with something to take away.
It was a life lesson, truly.
What do you? Okay, so now that this is the first episode in August, and so
Wake up. It's the first of the month.
what's that? Yeah, that's when we're recording. But this will come out later. What? How? Now that like, that's like the last month of summer, right? Is September still summer? Yeah, I know. Okay, so August is the last day of summer. How do you feel what's August gonna bring you?
I don't know. I'm be stressed.
Okay.
No, I was telling Robert today before like we started recording. I have been feeling so anxious.
Yeah, you were saying that.
Like it's so bad. I've had anxiety before where it's like I feel it like in the pit of my stomach. Like I haven't been able to like really like hold down anything I eat, and my legs feel like so locked up. And I'm like, I don't know what it is. Like I don't know if it's just because I go to school and work, and I'm just like, but I don't know. Maybe I'd be stressed. Maybe I'll start going to the gym more so I could work out like the stress. Because I haven't been going to the gym.
Well, when you normally get anxious and stuff, do you have a like way to cope with it?
No.
Okay.
I just cry, and then I go to sleep, and then I listen to Matilda. You talk of the pain like it's all alright.
Okay. And does that work?
No.
Okay. So.
No, earlier when I was like leaving my school, like we have like an underground parking. I started to do that thing where you like look at 5 things. Like
What is that?
it's like you point out 5 things you could see, 5 things you could smell.
So like center you? Or
Yeah.
something? I've never heard that.
Yeah, I was like looking around the halls. I was like,
I've done that thing where like I look around and I'm like, it's very, just close your eyes, feel whatever. Like I've done that where I'm just like, wow, life. I'm like, life
I'm
is
Barbie.
crazy. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think I've done it since I watched.
But guys,
Barbie,
isn't my sister so pretty?
I'm one.
I'm one. Guys, we need to get famous. You're flopping right now.
No, because also every time. Tell me why every time I say I'm one, I always say it wrong. Like I never use the right
I'm one.
tone or anything. No, I know. Also, wait. So speaking of Barbie, if you haven't watched the last episode, you should. Gabby was in Barbie, and so she gives some like behind the scenes tea, and we talk about our thoughts on the movie and stuff. It's actually really funny. I after the episode, I thought it was really good. Like I was like, that was a good episode. Minus a little camera thing at the end, but like.
Oh my gosh, we were like yellow and.
But like, look what you have
green.
now. Well, if you're listening.
No, this camera quality is so good. I keep staring at myself.
Tell me why one of my friends was like, you always are like, sorry to audio listeners, like you only care about the visual ones. I was like, at least I'm thinking of them. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, also like, I'm sorry, like audio listeners, there's not even that much that like we don't really be showing anything.
But like, what can we do for the audio listeners that the like video watchers
I know,
won't get?
literally, like the video watchers get audio too. Not my fault. Like, so I don't apologize. Well, no, we had a camera mount function. So while I was saying sorry to the audio listeners for not understanding, the visual ones were the ones that experienced the issue.
Yeah.
So they were they were frontline soldiers.
Yeah.
So I don't.
They were Rihanna's army.
It's Navy. It's
Yeah.
BTS Army. Let's get the military. Let's get BTS and Rihanna stands on board. Let's get them to help us out.
Oh my god.
That's not BTS.
I'm starting to like K-pop.
Oh my god, Slay.
My friend Cho was like showing me different things. I was doing her makeup and she was like putting music on.
Oh my god, who? Which groups?
Blue New Jeans.
New Jeans? Did you listen to their EP? The EP where you listen? Is that what you listened to?
I forgot what song she put on. It was a new one.
Super Shy.
Yes.
Slay. We love New Jeans.
But you know what's stuck in my head? Oh my god.
As it that's been stuck in our head though.
Yeah.
Also, I had a whole day where like I only listened to like, get a second just from Cupid. Like I had it on like repeat for like a day. It was kind of awful. I liked it, but it's just like whenever I have days like that, it's rough. Well, okay. Speaking of that, like, what is your weekly obsession? I want you to go first because of mine. I kind of want to talk about it for a little bit. No, I have one.
Oh.
I just like I was actually thinking about it in the shower. It's like mine's just like I want to talk about it.
Oh, okay. So I've kind of been liking painting, like as I'm doing it for my
Aw,
homework. Like
we love that.
it's soothing. Maybe that's what calm me down. Like when I go
Oh,
home,
true.
like I'll
Maybe
paint.
you're like left side of isn't that the creative one? The left side of your brain is getting like all this new stimulation that like it wasn't getting before of you being so creative and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
The paint scars. Wait, is this where it is? What's that?
Where is it?
Oh, that's your tattoo.
Ooh, I want to get a tattoo.
Of what? Like a paintbrush?
A paint stroke.
Ew, a
It
stroke.
just looks like cum.
It looks like paint splattered, but it's like it has no color, so it's just a splatter of people think it's cum. You can like get a what if you get like a tattoo on your neck that looks like a hickey? Is that possible?
Probably. Ew. Can we talk about hickeys? They're gross.
That is it's so messy.
On the neck.
Can wait, have I shown you the one time when that guy gave me so many hickeys?
Yes, I remember.
That was so rude because I kept telling him like, no, I don't want hickeys, and so he would just move to a new spot. Listen, dude, that means like stop doing that. Like that means like just kiss my neck. Don't like be doing all that stuff. Should I show the photo of it? Or was that like too much?
If you want to.
I'm like fine with it. It was
Like, I
like
feel
it was like a
it's-
year ago.
I feel like it's fine anywhere else, but like exposed areas, please.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's why. It's specifically on the neck. I remember I went going to school the next day. I was like, it was like I think this was like a Friday or Saturday, and going to school later was like rough. Like oh my god, my neck is covered. It literally looks like I got strangled.
Oh my
Like why do I have
God.
so many?
The strangler.
No, for real. Like, oh my god, it's like blurry, but like guys,
Wait, when was that? Oh my god. It autofocused.
guys, we have production value now. This was. How do you like check?
I think
Just
there's like a
scratch
little info.
It was January.
Oh, you should have got like a
January of
whisk.
last year.
You
so
should
it
have
was
got a
while ago.
whisk and when like.
I didn't know about it. Well, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't know that. Oh no, because I think I almost texted you for concealer. I think like I was like,
Me?
yeah, because I don't have any. But yeah, I like was gonna get. I was like, I have to cover this, but luckily it went kind of away, and then I just wore like I wore like a crew neck and just was like this in class. Because like I was hoping no one noticed because it's so embarrassing. It's not like it's so childish. Like I'm not showing off like, oh look, I got. It's like yeah, almost everyone here is like could get one if they wanted to.
Like I
It's just,
think
like,
we all know. I mean, not everybody. Like almost everybody is sexually active. Like we don't need to see.
Well,
that
people
you
who want
are.
to be are like it's not like
The people who want to be will have hickeys. And shave it off.
yes, like it's not like in high school where it's like there's people who want to be and like are just like living with their parents, so they're not really doing that. You know, it's like not or they can't find someone. It's like we're all old enough now that's like if you wanted to, you could do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that's more. It's like people who just don't want to or like aren't really feeling it, aren't really into it. Like that's the whole thing. But like, come on. I remember I was so annoyed. Like it was like because I guess I also get them kind of easily because he didn't do it that much. Like it wasn't like he was doing it and I like it was like it's like he was not sucking one part in the neck for like 3 minutes. But I was like okay, you know, like it was just a little bit. And I was like oh no, I don't want hickeys, and I kept saying it, and it just like it's also annoying because it kind of like ruins the mood where I'm like I keep repeating myself like
yeah.
I don't want a hickey because then it's like how many times do I have to tell you for you to like get the idea? But then I wake up the next morning and I have like half my neck is just covered. It genuinely looked like someone like strangled me. Okay, well not actually, but like
Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
What's your
wait,
weekly
what was your
obsession?
weekly? Why did we?
Painting.
Oh, how did we change the subject like that? I love that. You should do like a cute little like Bob Ross thing or something.
No, I don't think I'm that good. Like I'm good at
No,
like,
Bob Ross
making
ones aren't hard.
paint swatches.
I think you're better than you think you are.
Then I
'cause you-
let on.
well, yeah, because you're also like a makeup artist, and that is like artistic.
Yeah. Autistic.
Well, I was gonna say both. So, yeah, both. So, I see you side eyeing me in a little.
I love giving side eye.
You're so generous. You're such a generous bottom.
What?
Because you said I love getting and giving. Oh my god.
Hurry up and tell you.
Oh no, it's so funny because this is gonna be such a tone shift because mine is like nice. My weekly obsession is like my friends. That's like been I don't know recently, this past week specifically, which is why it's my weekly obsession. I've just been thinking about a lot about my friends and stuff. I'm talking about like my friends I've had for like over 5 years, friends I've just been making over the summer, friends I will make later, like in the upcoming years, like in the future, like past, present, and future friends. All of them, like. I don't know. I've just been like taking inventory of them, and I'm like so grateful for everyone. I've had like been talking to people about like I know even like we've talked like about like how we like are happy we met each other and we moved here, and it was like
Yeah.
rough at the beginning, and then even like I've been talking to my other friends like and just like thanking them. Like I probably could thank them more. Like even friends I like don't really talk to anymore or haven't. It's like I feel like a lot of my friends have impacted me or like helped me in situations more than they all realize. Like not even consciously, especially like this past summer specifically, it's like this is wild, but I can generally say that like this past week I've been like the happiest I've been for like a few months, and it's like none of my friends have specifically done anything knowing that they're helping me, but like a lot of people have been without knowing. And it's just like, I don't know, I'm just grateful for everyone. Like, it's like nice to like realize that, especially like, I know like, it kind of made me think about it because like Angus Cloud passed away and he's like, he's only 25. And it was like, that's almost our age. Like, if you round up, that's not that far away. And it's like, I don't know, I just like, if everyone's like really does think like, and and it makes me so excited for like the month of August now that's starting, like a new month. I just like it's also crazy because I feel like the rest of the month I'm going to be happier than I am now. Like, I don't know. Like, I had friends visit me this summer, and I texted them when they went back, and I was like, you guys actually don't realize that, like, yeah, you were on a trip, but, like, I actually needed you to come visit. Like, it helped a lot, and, like, even, like Drake and, like, Leon, like, they helped me a lot. Talking to them, it's, like, there's been multiple times where you FaceTime me recently, and it's just, like, I was, like, after we hang up, I'm, like, I, like, needed you to call me, and, like, I did it, you know?
Yeah.
It's just nice. Yeah. I don't know. Like, it's not like, I don't know. There's other multiple times throughout my life where, like, after graduating high school, like, before high school, I was lucky and never really struggled with my mental health. Like, that never was an issue. Then after it, there was a lot of times that it was harder. And there's just a lot of people who've helped me that, like, they don't. It's also crazy because they never realize it. That's the thing that's the craziest to me is that, like, my friends don't realize how much they help me just by, like, being my friends. And that's why I also think everything happens for a reason. Like, all the people I've met, like, in these random situations, we've talked about how crazy it is we've met. Like, I don't know. They make my life, like, happier to live and, like, easier to live. It's like, I don't know. I know, it's such a tone shift. That's why. Go back to when we were talking about hickeys. Like, can we go back to that? Like, so I'd be serious for a moment.
No.
That's why I'm in Thanksgiving. Like, I don't know. I know. No, because when I texted Gabby, and then she like said how like she's like happy she met me too, and then she posted it, like on her private Snapchat story, or whatever, not to expose us or expose her story. But then my sister stood up and said, "Is he suicidal or something?" And I promise. I guess like I don't know. Maybe I should have said a trigger warning if I said that. Sorry, but like I promise I'm fine. Yeah, it's more like I'm grateful, like because like I'm not because of everyone, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more like that. But yeah. That was kind of a
Aww.
crazy tone shift, but so hickeys. Comment if you've had a hickey.
Ew.
We want to talk to you
No,
guys
while
for
you were
hickeys.
saying that, I was like, oh my gosh, what if someone makes an edit of us being like, you saying, oh, I'm grateful for my friends, and then you just hear something about you.
And it just cuts to, like to all the different episodes when we like smile and look
Yeah.
at each other. Ew. You know, because okay, crazy because no one makes edits of us. Like, be so serious. I'm scared for the. We talked about it before, but you were like serving one day, and we're like when people make hot edits of you, like.
No, because I always have those moments where like a TikTok song will pop in my head, and like it's just like stuck in my head. I'm like, oh my god, I could picture myself right now, like in a hot TikTok edit. Like I'm just like.
The first edits of us better be hot edits.
Yeah.
I swear, if the first edit is like of this scene,
No,
of us
and
crying,
then they say.
I'm so upset.
No, they say, wait, why are they kind of.
That would be what we got, because even Heartstopper's coming out this week, guys. I know my next week's weekly obsession is gonna be Heartstopper, so I'm already preparing you guys. But what was I gonna say? Oh, when they announced the cast, people were commenting like, "I love how they're casting unconventionally attractive people, or like more regular looking people." And then like the guy who plays Charlie was like, "Okay, thanks, I guess." Like, like I love how they're like unconventionally attractive, and he's like, "Okay."
Another one, thank you.
That is no, because also I feel like we would be the people who are like, wait, why are they kind of like? No one's gonna just say we're hot. Everyone's gonna be like surprised.
Yeah. Wait. Why is she kind of?
Oh, why is it just you?
Why is he kind of?
It's okay.
Why are they kind of?
I'm going by she/her when they talk about that. Have you seen those posts with the show Couple, and they're like,
They
why are
look
they so
cute.
hot? And they're like,
Like-
oh, Gabby goes by she/her pronoun. Like that'll be us. They'll have a photo of us. Like, oh, they're so hot, and they'll be like, oh no, sorry, Gabby's she/her. Like correcting it. I swear if I see that, I'll send I'm responding to my haters. I'll be like, actually.
All of a sudden, I'll respond to your haters.
All of a sudden we're responding. No, it's okay. I agree. Gabby is hot, so that's fine. I accept it.
You're hot.
But like you are too. No, because oh my god, what's the Ice Spice lyric? No, because Ice Spice was her deluxe EP was almost my weekly obsession.
Oh my
If
god.
you just shift when we film, it was almost it last week and it was almost it this week. Like it just missed.
Yeah.
How it works. But
She's shaking like jelly.
no, but
Her band is Chanelly.
the she has a lyric that's like she may be ice, but she's so hot. It's like, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I wish I remembered it word for word, but something like she's melting. I don't know. I thought it was. Ice Spice is good, guys.
My name Ice, but I always stay hot.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. But yeah. This episode is more rambling and gabbing. We haven't had one of these in a while, so we got a little catch up. We gotta be a little catch up with that hot dog. Wait, what were you gonna say?
Fries.
Oh, that's way better. Okay, cut. Reset. We give you a little. Wait, sorry. Reset. This episode was more like gabbing and rambling, so you gotta catch up with us a little bit. So there's some ketchup for those fries.
There you go. Finally got it.
I know, but still, like, could have been better. Like,
Yeah.
if this was like,
It didn't roll off the tongue.
no, it
That's
didn't.
easy.
My tongue was like shaking or something. But yeah, we'll be here next week.
The week after that.
I know. Wait, what do we have coming up?
After that?
Heartstopper's coming out. I know. I have the Arrow store.
Yeah, you do.
I'm so excited for that.
I was talking about arrows with one of my friends today.
I don't know what else. What do I have this weekend? There's something else I thought I had Saturday. I don't know. Whatever. You'll see. Stay tuned
We'll see you next time.
on the Apparently Pod.